Welcome to my shop. Guys, welcome to the Stony Ridge Farm Channel. My name is Josh. This is
Miss Stony Ridge.
Miss Stony Ridge here on the Stony Ridge Farm Channel. We are in the mega shop today, and today's video is going to be all about prepping and sealing the shop floors with a cool product. We're going to show you what we're doing. We're going to get busy here, so come along with us. We'll show you the before, show you the after, and show you the entire process of sealing off our concrete shop floors.
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life. Times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
So guys, welcome to the Stony Ridge Farm Channel. If this is your first time here, your 50 millionth time, please hit that like button. I've got Miss Stony Ridge here, and she's going to be helping me move all of this crap out of here. So we kind of got in a pickle by putting too much stuff in the building, right?
Yeah, we needed a place to put it.
Yep.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Exactly. We just got to clear everything out. So if you look around here, got a bunch of stuff. Got a VeloWave bike here, some catfish food, trucks, a few things, and we got to get her out of here. This tractor, your little tractor.
Yep.
And what we're going to be using, this product is called Everclear. Everclear Premium Cure and Seal for Decorative Concrete. It's going to darken this concrete surface, protect and seal the concrete surface, and it's going to be good for rolling heavy equipment around here. So that's really the goal. This is kind of the before. You're going to see it's a little bit lighter, and you'll see that there are darker pieces of concrete and lighter pieces of concrete. We had to replace a couple squares of this concrete because we got the wrong mixture from the concrete factory. So got all that done. We had a crack. Where is it? Way over there. We got all that fixed, and we've got to get all this machinery out of here. The worst part's going to be getting this live edge lumber that we ran off of the sawmill out of here because it's going to be heavy, and we're going to have to put that on some pallet forks on the tractor. So that's where Miss Stony Ridge comes into effect. She's going to be helping me using them muscles. So let's get busy without further ado, and we'll show you how this stuff applies, how it goes down. There'll be a link down the video description to my concrete guy. In case you guys decide you need some of this, you can get up with him and he can hook you up. Okay, the John Deere has not been started in 3 months. Hopefully the battery's still good. Nope. So battery is dead on the John Deere. Okay, so we get this out tomorrow. Okay, Red Yoda time. Oh, everybody's favorite. Red Yoda. Hey! No dead battery. As soon as I get power up here, every machine stored in this shop will have a battery tender on it. It is a must on a piece of property like this. drive it, right?
Sure, no problem.
It's the next day, guys. This is gonna be a multi-day process, like I said. Here is secondary problem, here is the solution. So we've got a Toro leaf blower out here. It's a 605 CFM Bad Mama Jamma. And we're gonna take the Bad Mama Jamma and we're gonna blow all the leaves from in front of this building. We've got to raise the doors up in this building. When we raise the doors up, we risk leaves blowing in on our brand new sealed floor, and we don't want that. We're gonna do 2 coats. There are also another couple cool tools I'm gonna show you inside this building. This is a huge space. It's 8,500 square feet of floor space in here, and trying to sweep that by hand is a pain in the butt. So we'll show you the cool tool we use. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and blow all the leaves from this half that way and the leaves from that half that way. Here's the reveal of how much I got off the floor, and the floor wasn't really dirty, but good gracious. Guys, I ain't trying to sell you one of these. I'm telling you, it works really, really good. That is a lot of dirt. Not one broom stroke. Want to keep the dust out of your shop? Try one. So the next step in the process, now that we've got the floor clean, I've got to mop the floor. But before I mop, I'm going to go ahead and do my coating on the outside right here where the entryways are for each garage door. So I'm going to cut in, and I'm actually going to use a 3-inch brush right here. Pretty simple stuff. We're going to go ahead and pour some of this into a container, and we'll get it cut in around the doorways. This stuff is a clear product, and a little bit goes a long way, so don't make a boo-boo and make a big mess. These are the details that a lot of people leave out when they do one of these videos. There's a lot of work on the back end that needs to be done prior to sealing your concrete, so best to get it done and do it right. The prep work is what's really going to make this shine and do a fantastic job. So we've got each doorway done all the way down through there. As this dries, I've got one more little quick project that we have to address. So down in the cracks of the concrete, you can see here, there is debris. Watch as I take this fancy tool, AKA butter knife, and scrape down through here, okay? So I've got my Milwaukee shop vac from Northern Tool. We're gonna fire this critter up. We're gonna go all the way down and vacuum every crack all the way down through here just before we mop. And we'll have to break that debris up. That's why I have the butter knife on all of these lines all the way throughout. And those lines make 10-foot square. So I've got probably 600 feet of those lines to address. And also need to address this edge. So we'll take our vacuum and go right down along that edge right there. Get any dust and debris that might be caught up underneath here that could be pulled out by our paint roller, okay? And then we'll come in through here and we'll cut it with that 3-inch brush. In other words, we'll just cut up to the edge and then we'll roll the rest of it with some pretty cool rollers I have. This is a chore, guys, but put the work into your prep work, right? America. At this point, we've gone around the entire outside perimeter and through every single relief joint. We've vacuumed every single relief joint, cleaned those out. The next step is I'm gonna put a little bit of super clean in a mop bucket over here, and I'm gonna mop the entire floor, and we're gonna give it about half a day to dry out. I'm gonna mop it once, and then I'm gonna go back through and mop it again. The reason I'm using super clean is because super clean is a degreaser, and it will help to not only clean, but it will also help to etch the floor in here to help the sealant go down and stick just a little bit better. We'll mop it first with super clean, and then we'll go back with just clean water and mop it again. There's a lot of prep work to making sure this really turns out nice. Finally, we got the floors all clean, we got all the joints vacuumed out, everything scraped clean, and I have these awesome rollers. This is a Purdy roller, Purdy brand. It is a lint-free roller setup, and what I'm using is an extendable stick right here for painting. This is from Lowe's. It is, I have no idea what brand it is. Oh, okay. Well, I still have no idea. Distributed by Lowe's. It's a Lowe's brand. So what we're going to be doing now is basically tightening this guy down. If I need to reach extended areas, then I can reach extended areas by extending this stick. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all along the edges here, and I'm just going to roll it all the way out. We're going to pour a little, roll a little, pour a little, roll a little. And this is the first coat. You want to be sure that you don't put it on too wet because you'll get bubbles. The stuff by the doors looks absolutely fantastic. I've got about 2 hours of daylight, so I got to get busy. The biggest suggestion I can give you is don't paint yourself into a corner. So we're going to start in this corner, and we're going to paint this row, and then we're going to move that way, paint the next row, and the next row consecutively. That's exactly what we're going to do. A little bit goes a long way, and again, we'll come back and dress all this up once I get it rolling on here. So come back in the morning and I'll do all the cut-in work. As you're applying, you want to make sure that you don't just go one way. We want to go this direction and that direction and crossways so that we don't get any defined lines in this. Oh, daddy. Guys, look at what a vast improvement this has made to the garage floor. I have one more coat to use, and I wanted to share with you some of the products that I'm using in putting this coating on. This again is Everclear. I will post a link down the video description. This came from Guaranteed Supply. It's not a sponsored video or anything like that. This is just what I'm using. It really darkened the floor up. When I get done with this second coat, we'll go over here and we'll take a quick look at the difference between the old concrete versus a new concrete, and I'd love to get your feedback, so please stick around. Awesome. This is a Purdy White Dove roller. This is a Big Daddy roller. 3/8 inch nap, 18 inch roller. This fits on a special kind of a tool. Let me show you. So as we mentioned earlier, I got the extendable stick for painting, for doing the roller work here. And this critter, this is a little bit different. This is the Purdy brand also. I really like the Purdy brand brushes and rollers. They've always done me well, and I've done a lot of painting over the years. They've always really done an awesome job. So this is a lint-free roller. Pull this guy out. Basically, this cap goes into place. There's a little hole in that cap. We slide this into this side, and we slide it in to that side. Then there are little tabs right here. We lock those tabs down, secure it in place, and our roller rolls without any issue. Get that little piece of trash out of there. The biggest struggle here is prep work, guys. Prep, and I can't stress it enough. Get your floors prepped up nice. Once you get on the floor, don't get off the floor. In other words, don't track in gravel and grit and dirt and stuff like that. I say do this in the winter months or the cold months so that you don't get a whole lot of bugs and flies and gnats and all sorts of stuff in there. We're gonna go back after the fact and cut in around everything, all the edges. So at the end of rolling all this on, and 2 buckets did this entire area. So 2 buckets, 2 5-gallon buckets would probably suffice for around, I would say, 4,500 square feet. So we've got, it's a little bit wider than 3 28-foot bays. So 28, 28, 28. That's how big these bays are, 50 feet wide. Let's get busy and get to rolling. I just pour it out on the floor and get to rolling pretty quick. I've come up with a bit of a technique and I'll show you exactly how I'm doing it. I'm gonna take my roller, I'm just gonna lay it down right here. And then we're gonna take our product and I'm just gonna pour, giving it plenty of room. Glug, glug, glug. So I'm just pouring it out right here, just like so. And then I'll mop this stuff on very quickly in multiple directions, okay? So in other words, I'm gonna go side to side, front to back, all those different directions. Second coat should be easier and it shouldn't take as much material. We do want to put it on a little bit thicker with our second coat. I'm not really mopping, I'm kind of mop rolling, I guess is the word for it. And it's more difficult to see where you haven't been on your second time around. So just be wary of that. Make sure you get a good coat. I'm going all directions and half lapping over. In other words, when I paint with my roller, I do the full width of the roller, then the next row I half lap it. So I'm overlapping every time I roll. And you have to move pretty quick with this, guys, especially for your first coat. So I've done it that direction, and then I'll come back and I'll do it this direction, okay? Just basically using this as a dry roller to pick up any puddles that might have occurred right here. We'll move over to the next 10 by 10 square. We're gonna do the same thing. Ta-da! 4 days of work to get that floor to shine. What a job, guys. So let's quickly review what I did. First thing I did was I came in with that push sweeper. I swept the floor all the way up, cleaned everything out of here. Then I went back through and did every single groove that was cut in this concrete with a butter knife. I could have used a screwdriver or anything else, but just to clean out all the debris and dust. And then I took a shop vac and I went down each and every line and all the way around the outside perimeter just to get all the dust out so that I didn't pick up dust in my roller. I did 2 coats, 1 quick light coat. I will tell you, there was a lesson to be learned when doing that quick first coat. Don't do it quick and put a little more than you think you'll need. So what you'll get is a little odd discoloration when you put your first coat down. This will lighten over time, I'm told, so hopefully it'll be just fine. I think we've really made a lot of progress here. So guys, I'll post links to the stuff that I use. It's called Everclear. I will post links and I'll pin a comment down there to show you what I use. This looks fantastic. I'm super happy with it. It's going to take it several days to dry, and I am leaving town over the Thanksgiving holiday, which this will be after Thanksgiving when you see this, and we're going to give this guy a little bit of time to dry. If I see any spots that I missed, I've got enough left over that I can address it. That wide roller really did the trick. Literally took me for the first coat about 1 hour and 20 minutes, maybe a little less. And then this one took me about 1 hour and 20 minutes to do the second coat. Second coat goes on a little bit easier than the first. Cool? That's how you stain or seal your concrete floors in your shop. Now you may be scratching your head as to why I didn't seal this floor. Well, the reason I didn't seal this floor, and here's the definitive line that you can see, that's the sealed and shiny, and this is not sealed. This is going to be a different color. So this is going to be the farm office, so this will be a stained color versus just clear sealer like that. And the butcher shop's going right over here, and it'll have a special sealer for it too. Stay tuned for a future video and we'll show you exactly what we do on the Stony Ridge to get the butcher shop all squared away. Awesome, guys. Doesn't that look great? Pretty cool. What a difference. Huge difference. Don't worry about that little guy. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stony Ridge Farm. I hope you learned a little bit about how to seal your concrete floors and all the work that it takes to get it done. It takes a lot of work on the front end to get a good result on the back end. See you next time on the Stony Ridge, guys.
Come on down to the Stony Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stony Ridge. Woo!
You got gnats. I think we need to get the apples out of here. There are apples over there. There are gnats flying around in here. So There we go. Let's do that again. Side. Oh, just need one of those. My knee. Ouch.